Hello lovely people, how's it going? I hope you are doing well. So something that I have been saying that I wanted to start doing is basically start kind of covering Limbus kind of news and also new ID releases and things like that a little bit more on the channel and getting a little bit more into detail and depth about some of these things to do with Limbus. It's my favourite gacha. I always want to make more content on it, and there are other ideas I have as well, but this is one of those things where I've been saying I wanted to start doing it for a while. I did a one for Yi-sang, which I really enjoyed doing, and I got a lot of feedback about how I can do these a little bit better as well. So from this point forward, hopefully I can start covering the new IDs and also just learn more about the game myself. Hopefully it makes me a little bit of a better player, but yeah, so... Woo! So, the first thing I thought I wanted to delve into today was going to be about the new event, the Bokgak for the regular checkup, if there's any kind of new things they're introducing and new things that they're doing, and just kind of go over what they've kind of stated. So, obviously they're introducing a hard difficulty, which... that event was already so hard. I'm really not looking forward to that at all. Oh, the event was so difficult as it was. Ugh. But it looks like most likely, because Gregor was obviously in that event, we will also have playable Gregor back because he was not in the Wild Purchase, which made me want to cry. And also hopefully means we can actually get to use his new ID. So yay, that is what we want. So... yeah, looks like they're just going to be... oh, interesting. So it says, during the event period, you can earn amassed data by clearing the LCB regular checkup event stages and the mirror dungeons. Voices will be added to the story, and you can access the regular checkup hard difficulty stages during the event period. And you can redeem various rewards from the reward exchange by spending the event currency that you've collected, which I think is the amassed data. And it looks like you can get it during mirror dungeon. So... that's good. I actually need to do the new mirror dungeon. I haven't actually done it yet. So voices are added. Oh my god, I'm so excited for that. I can't fucking wait for the voice acting. I'm so excited. So it says you get amassed data every time you complete a combat encounter of the LCB regular checkup, and then each encounter is a first time reward, and then you'll obtain even more. But if you've previously cleared it, you cannot obtain additional first time rewards. So basically it's going to be a little bit of a grind for those who have already played through this the first time. So the final stage is a repeatable combat encounter that costs Enkefallen modules. I'm fairly certain it's literally just a dungeon. Like, I feel like it is just a dungeon, so that's why it obviously costs a little bit more. And it will have a higher Enkefallen to mass data ratio, so it'll be much more effective as a means of collecting. So if you just keep kind of grinding out this dungeon, you'll get more. And then obviously the hard difficulty will be available, and clearing the main story stage 833 will unlock the hard difficulty. So everyone who's already done it before, you'll get the hard difficulty straight away, and you can get even more amassed data and earn first time clear rewards. Yay. And X-Clear rewards and chapter progression rewards by clearing the hard difficulty stages as well. So very worth doing, it would seem. And then, some mirror dungeons. So during the event period, we'll have a fixed appearance on floor to 4 to 5 of the mirror dungeon hard difficulty. Oh, okay. It said theme pack will feature exclusive choice events and ego gifts. The pre-existing theme pack will not be changed. The same theme pack will not appear twice in the same run once it's completed. LCB regular checkup Bokgak theme pack will no longer have a fixed appearance once the event ends and may appear on different floors. And then clearing a mirror dungeon run will yield amassed data, and selecting the checkup or the regular checkup theme packs will yield even more data. The theme pack in the hard difficulty yields even more event currency. So basically, if you're doing your mirror dungeon run, you have it in hard difficulty, you will automatically get the choice of picking the LCB checkup. Like, it'll be one of the options, so you will, like, you're guaranteed to get it every full mirror dungeon run that you do, which is great if you do it in the hard difficulty. So that's good, basically. It just basically means that you get more currency, but in the normal difficulty, it looks like it will also be an option, but it's maybe not. It doesn't look like it's guaranteed to appear, but... yeah, it's probably worth just doing your hard difficulty runs and just picking this to just get even more. I wonder how much you're going to get, because I like the fact you can grind it out in Mirror Dungeon, because it is a little bit consuming to only be able to do it in the event, because sometimes you do need quite a lot of event currency to buy everything out, and especially because they've now got announcers in this one, we really, really, really want those, so yes. Weekly bonuses do not affect the amount of event currency gained. Oh, so it's like not going to give you a boost. And if you start a Mirror Dungeon run before the event started, you will not gain event currency from that run. That's fair enough. So, who've not met the event unlock conditions could be obtained as a first-time reward. I'm so jealous of everyone who's playing it for the first time voiced. It kind of makes me want to wait for, like, them to come out voiced, but in all honesty, I just don't think I can. Like, there's just... and also, I think it'd be a shame to have to wait, because they do sometimes put relevant story beats in them. So, like, if you miss out... and then you go to play the next canto, you kind of like missed out on stuff. So yeah, it's just not really possible to not have. So this is probably more for like newer players that are kind of catching up in the game. So yeah, you cannot obtain it from Lux Vacations or Refraction Railway, which is understandable. And then, oh, I see. So you obtain a mass data from first time event, main story stages, completions, or by clearing Mirror Dungeon. You also have a small chance of playing classified data in the process. Classified data is immediately converted to 20 mass data. Oh, I like that. That's fun. So in rare cases, during the LCB regular checkup stages, Mirror Dungeon and the main story will yield classified data, and it has the highest chance of dropping from the final stage of the checkup Bogak event, so the dungeon bit. However, the drop chance is the same across all other encounters, and it's automatically converted to 20 in the... Yeah, that's actually pretty good. That'd be good if you get multiple of those. And then the following identities will boost the amount. So obviously the 3 IDs, Gregor, Faust, and Yi Sang, and then Faust and Ryoshu for the egos as well. So nice, just equip all those and you will definitely get a bonus, 40% bonus. That's good. And then, God, I forgot that Yi Sang's a 2-star. Damn, I forgot that. Holy shit, yeah. Oh man. Event currency bonus maxed out at 120% bonus. Event bonuses don't actually have to participate in the battle. You can earn the bonus currency simply by having them in your team loadout. So you don't need to bring them with you. Applies to first time clear and Mirror Dungeon. Okay. Well, you're going to be grinding out that a lot. And then you can spend mass data you've collected to purchase the various rewards. So obviously they're going to have the kind of decorative pieces that you can have on your little ticket. And then also this, which, oh, is it only 500? That's actually not bad. Oh, you can also get the Yi Sang again. Oh, okay. Nice. I mean, this and this I definitely want. I'll obviously get these if I can. But yeah, actually not too expensive. So that's not bad, actually. Be no longer available after the 16th of April. But it'll be like to obtain, but the reward exchange is open for 5 weeks. So you have some time. Even after the event fully ends, you'll be able to experience the combat encounters or view its story anytime in the drive and theatre. Okay. I like that they do leave that open. You know, you don't actually miss out on it. It's just you won't be able to get the rewards, but not bad. Okay, let's check out the IDs because I want to see what they've actually done with them. We're going to start off with the ID Gregor, the LC Ego. See, I would just say AEDD, but I feel like AED? I don't know. That's probably not right. So, charge. I think a lot of people are very excited about charge. So, electric release. Deal more damage for every charge on self at plus charge, gain coin power, gain clash power for every X charge count, at less than X charge count, gain charge count, and then gain, inflict rupture, gain charge, inflict rupture. See, I'm very excited because I know I've got a couple of W IDs that, like the W Corp IDs that I really want to use. Also, Rhino Mersol would be quite nice to be able to use with this as well. And I know there's one of the W Corp Heathcliffs that I've been wanting to put on a charge squad. So, and I know also Faust has a charge ID as well that I believe is one of the ones from Wild Purges. So this is quite exciting. I was gonna say I'm looking forward to making a charge squad with him in it. Like this, I'm excited about this. So the DC inversion, so deal more damage for every charge on self. At X charge, gain coin power, and at Y plus charge, convert the final coin into an unbreakable. We love to hear it. And then X charge count, consume Y charge count to gain base power. So gain charge, inflict rupture. See, the fact he's also got rupture in here as well, which is quite nice, but he's also got something called photoelectricity, which I'm not sure what that is. So hopefully the next page will explain. But yeah, nice 3 coin there. And then high voltage current discharge. So gain voltage exoskeleton equal to charge. And then activates maximum output, ultra high voltage current discharge. See, I would really like to see Hohenheim fight with this idea. I feel like it'd be really interesting, like in the story. Because I don't really think we see him actually do combat with this idea, I don't believe. Oh, okay, he's also got a 3 coin. So maximum output, ultra high voltage current discharge. So deal more damage for every X excess attack weight beyond the number of actual targets in focus encounters apart. So X charge, gain coin power, and then at charge count, consume the X charge count to gain base power and coin power. If there are any remaining charge count, consume the X charge count to deal charge count additionally consumed to this effect. And then, yeah, rupture, unbreakable, electricity, charge sting equals charge on self. Right, okay. So basically, you want to use these to build up your charge count. And then if you get a certain amount of charge, it will then activate as this one instead, your unbreakables, which is great. And if you have under that, then if you're at a certain amount, then you should be able to convert that coin to an unbreakable coin still, and then you're still going to be able to do a good amount of damage, but you're just not going to do quite as much as this. And there's something called Charged Sting, which is only in this as well. So we will find out. But it looks like it inflicts it over multiple turns. So this Ego Gift's defensive capability is uniquely superior. Ooh, well, that makes sense, because actually the actual abnormality, when it first starts in the fight, it curls up into like that thing with that really high amount of shield. So I was kind of wondering if this was going to like carry over to Gregor, where he would have a high amount of shield if he did the defensive skill. So gain coin power equals charge on self, gain charge count, and gain aggro to this skill slot. It also made me wonder, because there is a certain level of invincibility to this abnormality, where basically if it has a certain amount of charge, it can't die. So I am wondering if that's going to carry over as well. So let's find out. Oh, maybe. So Undying Persistence. So gain 1 charge every time this unit consumes 10 cumulative charge count in this encounter. Any charge barrier this unit gains is converted to high voltage exoskeleton. And then X charge on self, min max speed plus that. And then in this encounter, when this unit takes damage that brings its HP down to 0, gain self charge equal to X plus the charge on self plus... See, that's really interesting. Like, this is now kind of... Is this still Gregor's, like, second ID, where essentially he becomes a little bit invincible for a bit? Because he also has this with his, like, priest ID, right? Like, his blood fiend ID. That's really interesting. I wonder if there's something to do with Gregor that links to that. Well, there is the cockroach thing, where they say cockroaches are really hard to kill. I don't know. Interesting. You know me, I'm a little lore fiend. I love finding little connections and links, but that's fascinating. I mean, he's not the only one that has things like this, but it's just interesting that this is like another ID that kind of has this, and it makes me want to look at some of his other stuff to see if there are some levels of invincibility, or I guess, like, I don't know why I'm holding a pen, strength to him that is quite persistent. So yeah, I'm pretty intrigued by that. So alternating discharge support. So turn start, if there are X allies wearing ego gear, including this unit, all relevant allies gain offensive level up. That's actually really sick. That's cool. If this unit has less than X charge count when consuming charge count due to AEDD, Gregor's ego passive effect, on heads hit, instead of consuming 2 charge count, this unit consumes X shield or HP to activate the ego passive effect. And this effect triggers only when this unit's like at a certain percentage of HP. Oh, that's fun. I like that, because that would make sense with obviously him having, like, Hohenheim having Alyssa and Martin also having their ego IDs on, so like units on, so it's like, well, ego gear is what I should really say my brain, so like it would kind of make sense there'd be some kind of buff to him. Take the lead, I'll provide you support. So combat start, gain charge count. Combat end, at more than X charge count, consume excess charge count up to Y and apply half the charge consumed by this effect. Charge count on an ally rounded up. Damn, so he's like a bit of a tanky unit. He also is a bit invincible. He not only gains a load of charge count, he can actually apply charge count on allies. And if the allies have ego, he also changes, like on heads hit, he changes what he consumes to activate passives as well. This dude's a little bit goated. Holy shit. Okay, this is quite a powerful charge unit. Ooh. I'm looking forward to making a charge squad with this, because oh my god, this is going to be good. This effect prioritizes the ally with the lowest charge count among allies with early deployment order than this unit. If there are no allies with early deployment order than this unit on the battlefield, or if this unit has X charge, deactivate this effect. Oh, I see. That's interesting. And then at X Gloom or Envy Resonance, apply Y charge count on next turn with allies with early deployment order than this unit. Apply. Oh, so you have to even look at the deployment order. That's fascinating. Okay, so applies on high resonance between Gloom and Envy allies in all deployment order, and X charge applies charge count on allies instead. If there are no allies with early deployment order than this unit on the battlefield, gain charge count instead. I see. So he'll like buff like anyone who's like ahead of him in the deployment order. He'll buff them with charge count. But if there's no one, then he like say like they die and then he's alive, he'll get the charge count instead. Right. And then also defibrillation. So turn end, X allies with the earliest deployment order each heal HP equal to what? Equal to what? Oh no, there's no scrolling down. But they all heal HP equal probably to the charge level maybe. So he's healing them as well? Holy shit. when this unit is hit, so photoelectricity. So when this unit is hit, the attacker gains charge count equal to stack. If the attacker has X charge count, gain additional charge count. And then turn end, this effect expires. So high voltage exoskeleton, so gain XY shield. If this unit loses the shield, lose the exoskeleton stack. So turn end, gain charge count equal to the high voltage exoskeleton. Both high voltage exoskeleton and shield gain from its effect expire. See, that's interesting. So basically, he basically gives charge count to his allies and will gain some charge count himself. But if he's like last man standing, he essentially can become a very defensive, tanky character full of a lot of charge, which then will develop this exoskeleton. I wonder how much charge he needs for the exoskeleton, because obviously that was mentioned in the previous one as well. Like here. Like if he does defensive. And also gain coin power equals charge on self. Damn. Wow. Okay. Holy moly. And then I keep picking up this pen. And then and then charge sting. Okay, so this was in his like third level. So gain X damage from skills that gain or consume charge count, including unique charge for every stack. The enemy skill, strengthen this effect and take Y damage for every stack instead, and lose stack at end or turn end after being hit by skills that fulfill the effect triggering conditions above, including base attack skills that inflict charge sting. See? And then self charge. So gain final power, gain charge count equal to stack lost, lose X count at attack end of skills to hit this unit, attack end, turn end. This unit's HP cannot drop below 1 before this effect expires, which is just like the abnormality. I mean, maybe I'm misunderstanding, but basically this unit is going to be a massive goated charge support, but also looks like he can kind of handle himself really well. I'm really excited to try out this unit. I'm definitely getting him. 100%. Oh, I'm excited to make a charge squad. Oh, hell yeah. And then this is the Faust. So it's a he ego. I'm excited to see a little bit more about this one, because I think obviously this must be very complementary to the ID that she already has, and it's actually so adorable. So Ardor Blossom Star, so gain final power for every X, burn on all targets, burn on self, gain burn and burn count, at X burn, gain wrath damage up next. So inflict burn equal to wrath resonance, and then inflict burn count equal to wrath resonance. At X burn, inflict embers on all targets. Okay, so embers. If this unit has burn, lose embers count when hit by a skill that inflicts burn potency count or unique burn. If this unit does not have burn, reset embers count when hit by the skill that afflicts burn potency count or unique burn. And at X embers count effect, activate the following effects: activate burn on self and lose burn, lose embers potency, and at Y remaining embers potency, reset embers count. And then you got the Ardor Blossom Star, so this is obviously the kind of, you know, other version. My brain, that is not the terminology at all that I should be using. So indiscriminate, targets randomly, so gain effect final power for every X burn on all targets, burn on self, gain burn and burn count. X burn, gain wrath damage up next turn. If this unit is missing HP, heal SP for every Y burn on self. Holy shit, that's a lot of burn. Randomly inflict embers between targets. Wow. God damn. And then unsnuffed embers. So this effect triggers immediately after the ego skill. So for every X burn on self, increase burn potency afflicted on enemies with this unit's base skill, attack effects, and coin effects. When this unit uses Ab's max attunement degraded corrosion skill, it does not die at the skill's attack end, instead heal HP and gain blunt damage up and wrath damage up next turn. Yeah, so I just went and double checked. So basically the Ardor Blossom Faust ID, so like the Alyssa ID that Faust has, basically gets massively buffed attack damage from burn. So it's a lot of it is inflicted burn upon self. So it kind of seems that this obviously is going to inflict burn on targets and on self. So this basically is going to be a big boost for Faust in regards to the amount of burn that's inflicted. And when she then starts to get to higher burn levels, which I believe is like 30 plus, she then can start actually buffing allies in regards to their own damage that they're inflicting with the burn as well. So basically this is just going to be like a massive extra boost of burn for Faust on this unit specifically. I mean, I guess any kind of burn unit having obviously the Ardor Blossom Faust ID and the amount of burn that she can inflict, it's obviously going to help. But yeah, I can definitely see this being one that needs to really be paired with like the Alyssa ID to be its most effective in Faust. But I'm trying to think if there's like any other burn units, because I don't know if she has a Lou ID yet. I don't believe that she does. I'm trying to think if she has anything else that's like a burn ID at the moment. Not that I use, I don't believe. But yeah, it's nice to see. I was going to say, this is really cool. I think they've captured the abnormality really well, and I think the art's like super cute. So yeah, I think both of these are really great. The Gregor I definitely want to get. The Faust, if I get, I'm going to be happy. But I definitely want the Gregor, I think. I really want to make a charge team. I've done my burn teams and stuff before, and they are really fun, but I feel like I've not done a charge squad for a while because everything's been so rupture based. So yeah, I'm excited to actually get to play with that a little bit. And yeah, but I feel like, to be fair, obviously in the event, you know, everyone kind of ends up getting split up a bit and stuff. So yeah, definitely gonna have to make some interesting squads. So maybe I'll do like a burn squad with who else is with Faust. But yeah, I'm excited to see what happens. But anyways, this was just a little read through of the skills and my kind of reaction to them. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Limbus content on this channel. I will be doing a stream very, very soon, I do promise, of the Mirror Dungeon first time run, because I've not done it before. I really, really, really want to do a solo Rian Sang run at some point, because I haven't done solo runs before, so I want to do one of those soon. So yeah, if you want to see other content as well, let me know down in the comments below. I am also planning on reading Leviathan. I'm just trying to find a copy of it at the moment, and I'm really struggling. And also Distortion Detective, ideally before 7. I keep saying 7.5. This is 7.5, 9.5. So yeah, hopefully we're going to catch up lore-wise a little bit more as well. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you guys very, very soon. Hope you have an amazing rest of your day.